Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I go by the name of Caesar, aka Mr. Steve Round, and you're tuned into Apparently This Happened. And man, this is about to be one whirlwind of a week, month, remainder of the year. It's about to go crazy. I'm feeling like it's a wild one. First and foremost, how's everybody feeling? I'm hoping that everybody's feeling blessed and highly favored. I'm hoping that you woke up this morning feeling super energized and feeling like you can take over the world, man. King Kong status. Now, with that being said, man, let's get into it. Now, I've had a chance to just sit down, process everything, process this Euphoria record, process the like that verse, process the push-ups joint, process even Tailor-Made, and even processing the past, the past decade of subliminal disses and sneak disses that are flying back and forth between Kendrick and Drake, right? Now, to summarize everything, because I'm not going to talk your ear off, because yesterday we went really in and we broke down a couple of things. But today, I'm going to keep it as simple as possible, just for everybody to understand. And this is my perspective. If you share my perspective, let's just chop it up. If you don't share my perspective, let's have a friendly debate, man. Hit me up in the comment section and do me a super solid like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Because over here, we just keep it funky as an NBA locker room, and we just keep it real. Now, with that being said, it all boils down to this, right? If you're a Kendrick fan, you're gonna feel like Kendrick is up, one up. It's not even at this point. I'm really kind of disappointed in the representation that some media outlets are having, or some of the biased, perspectives that some of these media outlets are having, because some of these people are not keeping it real enough to say, hey, Drake has been sneak dissing Kendrick for over, for the past decade, and maybe Kendrick has been shooting a shot back. Okay? Now, it all boils down to it's as simple as this, right? If you're a Kendrick fan and if you're a hip-hop purist, you're going to go 100% and you're going to side with Kendrick, okay? If you're a Drake fan and you're a Drake purist, you're going to, or a Drake supporter, you're going to side with Drake. Drake can't do wrong, right? Now, in between the two of these guys, the main point is this. Kendrick represents the struggle, and Kendrick represents reality in the eyes of the common man. And Drake, as sad as it is to say, may be a light-skinned gentleman, and his dad is black and all that good stuff. But the thing is, what most people feel is that maybe his lifestyle and everything has been living more on the whiter side, and most people, and I've grown up with some white folk who are just as ghetto as us black folks. So don't get it twisted and don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm hoping that you can read between the lines and completely understand what I'm saying. With the way Drake grew up and the struggles and the challenges that he has had to face are harder to relate to, especially as a person who's been on Degrassi. And for a person looking, he may have gone through his own struggles, his own life issues. Maybe because he's a light-skinned individual, he may not have been accepted. Who knows, right? All I know is when it comes to judging this, people are either going to support Drake because they just love what he does, he's wholesome, he's this, he's that, or people are going to side with Kendrick, who represents the everyday man who just happened to make it into the upper echelon of the industry, right? When it comes to Drake, there's the Drake effect. In the world's eyes, as much as perception and as much as quote unquote the real will feel that they don't feel Drake per se, reality is he has a protection. He's got this thing, I call it a sphere of powerful people that are probably insulating him, that will keep him impervious to any type of true impact if it really got to that point of like, okay, man, we're really pushing the line. He is such an asset, even to call him an asset. I'm not trying to label Drake an object, but I hope you guys understand that he is an insanely valuable asset. No person who's invested anything or any resources into him will be willing to let him lose. I wouldn't even be surprised if an OG in the game had to intercede and say, okay, guys, this is enough. You say what you said. You say what you said. It's cool. All right, you guys got your licks on each other, man. Pause. But you got your lick back. You got your lick back. Cool. Right? So it all boils down to this, just to summarize it, not to talk forever, okay? No matter what, because Drake's pen will forever be questioned for the ghostwriters, the whatever you want to call it. I understand the concept of building a song with other writers, but most people would take it as he has a ghostwriter, someone who's always writing for him or someone who's by his side. So no matter what he does, Kendrick has kind of robbed him of the ability to even be accepted as an MC, because deep down inside, Drake just wants to be accepted as a true MC, and he wants to be accepted by the upper echelon and the OGs as, hey, his pen is potent. That guy's dangerous. Like, he swings that sword and his sword stays sharp, man. That's what he's hoping for. But the fact of the matter is, he deep down inside wants that acceptance that Kendrick is getting, or Kendrick gets from the OGs, and he's not going to get it. As much as you try to rob him or try to clown him for crying on stage when Snoop passed the torch to him and everything, it's not going to, at the end of the day, I don't think people will truly accept him as, okay, he's the elite MC. They'll respect all his accomplishments, everything he's ever gotten, but they will never look at him, I don't think, as an elite MC. So no matter what he does, he can accomplish and get all the hardware and all the accolades, but I don't see that changing. And that's something that he'll have to really accept. Another thing that most people are not probably paying attention to is, dude is really pushing the line. And when I say dude, I'm talking about Drake. Is really pushing the line on some gangster stuff. You see, everybody is saying this is hip hop. Kendrick is saying, hey man, this is friendly sparring, this is hip hop, this is cool. He's trying to really show you that, hey man, we're just keeping it on wax. Because I hear there's a story when Kendrick released Control, how Drake approached him and walked over to him like, hey man, what was that Control verse about? And apparently Kendrick responded that it's just hip hop, man, it's just rap, which is understandable. He's not getting punked, he's just speaking his mind to say, hey, this is just rap, man. What are you tripping about, right? But the thing is with Drake, I think he's been played with so much, or he feels like he's been played with so much with the Cap incident, the Diddy incident when Diddy, allegedly assaulted him. And then you also have a situation where about a decade and a half ago, he was allegedly robbed, or it's been proven through paperwork that he was robbed in Toronto. So with that type of a cloud looming over your head, where you have this feeling that people have a misconception that you're an easy lick or you're just soft, or because he really is walking around like he has a chip on his shoulder and he has something to prove. So every time he talks tough, that's why Kendrick is saying, I like the melodic Drake. I don't like the Drake talking tough, because the Drake talking tough, I feel, in my opinion, my humblest opinion, that people cannot relate to it. Can't see it. You didn't grow up like us, is what people are saying. It's not believable. You're kind of sounding counterfeit. That's what people are saying. And everything I'm saying right now is as a Toronto native, a person who supports and loves what Drake does and appreciates all the music and every single achievement that he has. But I think if he lets go of that one thing, that chip on his shoulder, that, just let it go and embrace the fact that no matter what, in the industry, you want this acceptance, but they're going to look at you like a foreigner, my brother. They're going to look at you like the Canadian guy. They're going to look at you like the light-skinned guy. They're going to say all these things. That's why Rick Ross is calling you a white boy and all this stuff. And it shouldn't even be affecting you on that level, or as much as I understand that you're human. But it shouldn't. All right? So this is my critical breakdown. At the end of the day, Kendrick is Kendrick and Drake is Drake. People are forever going to support Drake. They're going to forever support Kendrick. At the end of the day, you pick your preference and you choose who you're siding with, and you just keep it real. And that's what I'm going to say. So for now, I'm just going to sign out, man, until other developments kick in. But this is just my fresh thoughts. I'm getting up. I'm thinking to myself. I'm really processing everything that I've been listening to overnight and into this morning. And this is my critical analysis as of now. Now things may change, and we're not sure if Drake is going to send one, to Kendrick. Right now, Kendrick pretty much has Drake where he wants him. But at least he's able to now. He's released a song. He's not waiting for Drake to respond. The whole world's waiting for Drake to respond. Let's see what Drake does. All right, give me a super solid like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I go by the name of Caesar, aka Mr. Sneak Around, and you're tuned in to Apparently This Happened. Don't chase the number, chase the dream. Have an incredible day, and I'll get up with you guys in a second. 1.
chasing, I'ma chase the dream. That been my decree.